Hello guys, hello international viewers. This is Restoration Garage. This is our small part of heaven. All these cars you see here were barn finds. We found them all around Greece. We are a YouTube channel from Greece for the past 5 years. We have more than 1,000 episodes, which are in Greek. But now we are ready to open our wings and go international. That's why we're going to present you in this video our project cars. Most of them are working perfectly. Most of them have enough horsepower and enough add-ons to talk for hours, but we will go fast with them today just to show you what we are doing here. Before I show you the cars, let me present you some team members. This is Panos, our in-house mechanic, and this is Kyriakos. He's our newest detailer, cleaner, upgrader of cars. That's his job, that's why it's so bad. We're kidding. So, where should we start from? Of course we have our MK4 Supra, we have our MK3 Supra, we have our Rx7 FC, our FD, a Honda S2000 back there. This is our Japanese corner, you see. Vankel, Brab Brab, Japanese flag. And here we have the newest projects, which are this Subaru Impreza, as the Japanese say. It was also kind of a barn find. It has no engine, if you can see. Άνοιξε πάνω εσύ. Ανοιχτό είναι, νομίζω. I think it's already open. It's open, I think. No, it's not open. It's not open. Okay, it doesn't have an engine. The engine is here. We are restoring it, cleaning it, painting it, and we are in the process of closing down. Together with the extra exhaust systems, turbo, all the kits are here. Soon we are going to install the whole transmission. Okay. It's open now. Oh, it's heavy. It's not aluminium. So, we have to install, we rebuilt the steering rack because we do this stuff. Most of the process we do in-house, the mechanics. If we have something hard to do, we outsource it to specific friends of ours, like the steering rack. It's fully rebuilt. We will show it what we did to it in another video. We cleaned up the engine bay, as you see, we washed it up. We'll repair some small painting deficiencies like these ones, and then we will install the engine and the transmission. Yeah, the central shaft and whatever, the exhaust. We will go differentials, gearbox, exactly. We're going to go standalone ECU. We have already bought ECU Master ECU. Exactly what we're doing here is what we did to our MK4 Supra, which we will show you in a few moments. I can show you some pictures of how we found this car, in the condition we found it. The color has some issues, not some, many issues. We tried to repair it. We try to repair it, but as you can see, it's very bad. So we will go for a full repaint, after we install the engine bay, the engine. The interior is in general good condition. It's leather, but we have to repair the dash. It has some minor issues. This is the current project we are running now, together with the Citroen CX, but that's another story. We will talk about it in the end because it's a very strange car. Our viewers from the US will probably not even heard of it, but we will talk about it. It's a very special car. Let's go to our Supra. This MK4, guys, is a barn find. Actually, this was a barn find. The Supra MK3 was a barn find. This FC was a barn find. And as I'm talking about these barn finds, I will put you pictures up here to see the condition we found them. The Honda S2K is not a barnfind, but it was in a rough condition. I will show it too. The FD was also in a rough condition, not working. The engine had issues. It's fully rebuilt now. And the Supra was actually a rust bucket. We found it in Crete. It was starting to rust down here, back there. The color was blue. There was no interior. I will show you pictures as I'm talking. I will show you pictures of it. You can see now that we are in a very nice condition. We have some minor details to fix, like do some cabling down here. Some carbon parts are missing there, but in general, it's in a good condition. It drives perfectly. And of course, inside, there's a 2JZ with a big turbo. GT45. It's a huge turbo with a almost 100mm compressor. As you can see, this thing, actually nothing of this were inside the car when we first brought it here. There was no headlights. Actually, there was nothing, and we rebuilt it from scratch. All these things you see installed here was actually done by Panos, me, and the other members of the team here in this garage, in this ramp. And actually we didn't even have the ramp back there. We raised it with whatever way we could find.
We started fixing it on the ground.
On the ground, we're raising it with
jacks.
We're going under it,
putting jack stands,
and fix the hoses for the fuel, the brakes, everything. Everything is brand new.
We have electro-hydraulic
pump
for the steering rack.
The steering rack, as you can see, there is no power steering pump here because it's electric, hydroelectric. So we have it under here. It's hidden down here. All these things we will show you in detail. Now we are just talking generally about the cars. We just want to show you what we have done in here, so you know what you will see in the next episodes. It's a GT, 2JZ GT, not a G. We have the twin turbos. We removed them, we have them in there. As you can see, in here, we are full of parts. All these parts are from all these cars, secondary or backup ones. These are rear headlights from Supra. All these plastics are secondary for Supra. We have them 2 times. These are FD, and here are turbos, exhaust, the twin turbos of the Supra. We have a lot of stuff here, also back there. At this point, I would like to tell you about a project we are running. A very, how can I say, progressive project. I think we are going to be the first YouTube channel around the world who is going to use AI to translate and voice dub all our old videos, because we have over 1,000 videos for the past 5 years. All of them have many views, dozens of thousands of views, even hundreds of thousands of views, but they are in Greek. And because we want to show you how for example, how we transformed this car from rust to this finalized car, we are going to show you, I will show you a small clip here of how we are going to translate these videos.
Τέλος πάντων, το βγάζουμε, κάνουμε αυτά τα στενάκια. Είχε πανβρώμικο τζάμι that I haven't cleaned for some reason. Basically, it's still dirty. We couldn't see anything. The air didn't work. The heat didn't come out for some reason. It started working later for some reason, and the windows would be blurry. And now we're going out with arsonists. The windows are fully blurry. We clean them, and they have become a mess. And I go out on the street where I do small tests.
And now that you saw the way we're going to do it, we're going to use AI to create our voice in English. So the Greek is going to be translated in English. The whole episodes you are going to see re-released for international viewers like you are going to be in English with clear accent, English accent. And all the other noises from the cars, from whatever we're doing, are going to be there. So actually it's going to be like feeling the first release of the video with us speaking English. Although it's going to be months or years after the first release. It's very new. It's something that I don't think anybody else has done. We're going to talk about the AI part of this work in the future. We have so many things to show you, thousands of hours of videos, of cars, of projects. I hope you are going to like and support us. We're very glad that we're opening up to the rest of the world, because in Greece we're very known. We're actually maybe the #1 channel with cars, especially with restoring cars. There are not many in Greece. We have raised our level to the maximum we can here, and so we're very happy to show the rest of the world what we're doing here. Okay, I'll talk about the AI videos later. We're going to release them every few days. We will start with the Supra, so that you will see this gem of a car. For your information, it's over 500 horsepower, and we will raise it even more. We installed lately meth kit, meth kit. We have details on our videos how we did it. We are not just a generic car channel saying, okay, we bought this and this is how we did it finally. We show every details. That's the beauty of our videos. We enjoy ourselves. We say smart stuff. We say jokes. We had hardships. We had small accidents while we were fixing the cars, but we never let ourselves down, and we always walk forward and finish these cars. Okay, let's go to the next gem. It's a Supra MK3. It's not painted, as you can see. It has a membrane on top of it. The engine, of course, is the original 7M GTE, single turbo, CT26 turbo. Actually, it's stock. We have not done many things to it. The condition we bought it was horrible. You will see it somewhere up here. It was horrible. We have also the videos for these cars, how we bought it from a barn. This one was actually inside the barn. So you will see how we after 10 years, I think 8 years, we cranked it and it fired up with a lot of trouble, of course, and issues. We fixed all of them. It's a great GT car. The interior of it is in great condition. It's Targa, but we have installed extra sunroof. The interior is like we're going back to the 80s. It's in perfect mint condition. It wasn't like this, of course. You will see in our videos how it was. Here we have our other small gem. That's a Subaru engine here with parts. That's a Sunny, Nissan Sunny engine, or Cherry. Look at this gem. Look at this gem. Let me show the inside of it. This was in even worse condition than the other two. All the cars, you will be amazed on how bad they were. Look at the interior now. It's in, I think, 98% perfect condition. We have some small issues, like I have to replace the air vent there. You know that for these cars it's very hard to find parts, but we have our connections and we search all over the world. It's nothing special. It's still under improvement. It's stock. We just upped the boost with a boost controller. It has a Power FC ECU, a 1992 ECU, aftermarket ECU from OpexI. It's 16-bit, it's very old, but it doesn't matter. It works perfectly and flawlessly. We raised the boost from 0.5 bar, which is something like 6-7 psi, to 14 psi, 13-14 psi, almost 1 bar, and it drives great. This is our big monster. Let's see, panos. Of course 13B, as you can see, it's in perfect condition. Everything is changed. The engine bay was painted. 13B, REW, R-E-W from an FD. We have some magic inside it. It was extra ported. We have also some, my friend Adamos actually, from the United States. He lives in Massachusetts. That's how we call it. He rebuilt the engine. Currently he's in the States. He will return to Greece next month. He will tell you more about the engine. It has some small surprises inside. It's over 500 horsepower also. It's only 1.3 bar.
Big turbo.
Big turbo, also GT45, like the Supra. The exact same turbos. They were the exact same turbos. It's a billet compressor. It's not branded. It's actually branded. It's Max Speeding rods. They are a friend of the channel. They help us a lot with our projects. Yes, it's a Chinese turbo, but it's one of the good ones. As I told you, it's a billet in Cornell shaft. In this car, it has worked flawlessly for over 4 years. No issues, no. It's huge, but it pulls good enough. We have max boost at 4,500 RPM. With a red line of 8,500. So the power band we have is enough. Let me show you the interior. We don't have enough lights here, but we should open the backlights here. But anyways, look at the interior. It's beautiful here too. Panos will go and open up the rear lights. We forgot about them. Oh yeah, now it's better. Look at it. Of course, we have also some plastic issues. We are going ahead and rebuilding a lot of plastics in our cars with 3D printed parts, which we then cover with carbon. We do crazy stuff here. We know we are in Greece, but we are not back in technology. We 3D scan parts. We will show you some 3D scanned parts. Look at this engine bay. Engine bay. Interior. My mind is on the engine bays.
We like engine bays.
Yeah. Let's talk about the S2000. The S2000 is OEM stock. We have left it here for the past 1 year because we have so many cars. We don't have time to drive all of them. This one is waiting for its turn. As you see, it needs some repairs. It's working flawlessly, but we need to fix the interior. It has damage on the seats. It needs a cleaning, but nevertheless, the engine is in perfect condition. As you can see, IM intake.
It's running great.
F20C, running great, no issues. In general, it's in stock AP1. It's 2000 cc. It's a first AP1 engine.
F20C.
Yeah, 9,200 RPM red line. We hope you enjoy all these cars, and we hope you find them interesting. We will talk about the CX soon, in the next minutes. I hope you find this video interesting. I hope you like this kind of cars. By now you will have seen the pictures of the condition they were when we... Let me come from this way so they have the background of the cars. By now you will have seen the pictures of the cars, the condition they were when we bought them. From the point we bring a car in here, we find it from connections or from friends all over Greece. We have traveled from Crete Island, where we bought the FC, with the Supra. The FC was from Peloponnesos. It's a place in southern Greece. We have even gone to the edge of northern Greece, Alexandroupolis. We bought an RX-7. That's an RX-7, by the way, back there, with a FD engine. We bring them here. We start disassembling everything, send the car for painting, fixing the rust. And after it's finished, we start with the engine bay, we clean the engine bay, we paint the engine bay, we install the engine, we fix the engine if it has problems. Most of them didn't even have an engine, so we assembled an engine and the transmission, and then we start with the ECUs. Both of these have, as I told you, Apexai FC ECUs. The S2000 is stock, but we will install, when we take it out on the road later this year, we will install an IM ECU for extra horsepower. And this is stock ECU. And as you see, we bring them in a very, very good condition. As I told you, inside these thousands of videos, we have made crazy stuff. We don't have a huge budget here in Greece. This garage is a budget-friendly garage. I know that a lot of channels in the States or in UK or in other big countries, when they take such a car, they just throw money at it. And I accept this way. I hope we had money to do this, but unfortunately we don't. So for someone that finds a barnfind in the States, a Supra, they go out, buy all the brand new parts, throw like 30, 40,000 US dollars. They install the parts in some mechanics, and the car is finished. Here we do everything by ourselves. We find the new parts, of course, most of the time. Sometimes it's difficult to find new parts, so we take used ones. Show them this stuff. This is all used stuff from Subarus. But also we try to find some ways and ideas to fix parts or create parts that aren't available yet or are very expensive. For example, everyone who knows about Supras knows that the interior is super expensive. For example, this is broken because I broke it. For example, this part is from the left side of the interior. It goes in there. This part used for a left-hand drive car like us, it's like 400, 500 euros just for the plastic part. This one is scanned. We scanned an original part, 3D printed, and covered with carbon paint. This one is real carbon. We made it in real carbon, forged carbon, as you can see. So we have the know-how to 3D scan parts that we don't have, not only for this car, for all our cars, print them in 3D. We will show you in videos, in future videos, how we do it, and paint them or cover them with carbon or make them from the beginning in brand carbon. We have a lot of knowledge, a lot of thousands, maybe hours of working with these cars. We know them from each bolt, each small bolts, especially panos. How many hours do you think you have worked on the MK4?
Over 1500.
Over
Over
1500.
1500, yes.
It took us
The whole summer of 22
Yeah.
and the autumn of 22.
He was under the car.
Yeah, I was under the car. It was a very nice experience, splendid I would say.
You can't imagine, guys, how time-consuming it is and how difficult it was to fix this car from nothing. As I told you,
She deserved it.
you haven't seen the videos now, so you don't know what it was. But as I told you, probably you saw the pictures. We are going to release these videos. We're going to release the videos with the making of all these cars. I hope you support them. I hope you just subscribe, thumbs up. And although it's going to be AI translated, you will get the point. You will see all the video. You will see the hardships we had. You will see the volts.
The rides.
The rides we had at night or in the evening with these cars. Μαλάκα, πότε πήγε κόφτη, η Δευτέρα έκανα φάπιας. Τι πράγμα?
Για δες.
Καταλαβαίνεις το βάρος πίσω, these two are battling it out because they have the same turbos, they are almost in the same horsepower. They are battling it out in some street races here in Greece.
Ένα, δύο, τρία, πάμε! Μαλάκα! Μαλάκα!
Also the smaller ones are battling out the FC with MK3 Supra. We talked about the Subaru. Okay, let's come to this thing. So, this thing, I don't know if you American guys know what it is. The Muro showed one. It's a Citroen CX. It's open, I think.
Ah, it is?
No.
No, it isn't.
It's a 2.5 liter engine, turbo engine. It has hydropneumatic suspension. Now you see it, it's down low. When we fire it up, it raises to a crazy height. It was not working perfectly. Now it's working fine. We changed some things. We changed the suspension with new parts. We found new parts for the suspension. That's very strange. But here in Europe, in France actually, you can find some parts for these cars. The interior is in good condition. We have stripped it out now. As you can see, this is a 1976 car. It's very strange. We removed some parts from the interior because it's full of rust. And in the next months, we're going to repair the floors from rust, paint the whole car, and raise the boost. Because we also raise the boost in these old grannies.
6 grannies.
6 grannies. Okay, so look at the interior. Pano, show us down there what's under the mat. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. Rust. You see, there are holes down there. In the next few days, we're going to go cut out the panels, make new ones, and the same condition is back there. Here it's better on the driver's side, and down here it's demi. So let Panos fire it up and show you what he can do. It's not we're not used to such weird cars because it's not a very fast car. It's almost 180 horsepower. We bet we can raise the boost and get it to 250 horsepower, but it's going to take some time. But it does other stuff. It's one of the finest limos of the 70s, 80s, 90s, because if it's going to fire up, vara vara. Βάλ' το μεγάλο. Raise it full, Panos. Look how it's going to raise up. Κλείστε την πόρτα. Look at that. It's a kind of magic, guys. Let me show you from the front side. It's full hydropneumatic. It's a suspension system that Citroen doesn't use anymore, only on their last C6 models. And it's one of the best suspensions I have ever rode. We have dozens of videos with these cars too, with this car too. We fixed the suspension. It was not working totally in the beginning. We couldn't raise it on our ramp, but we managed to fix it. It's working perfectly. The suspension system is fully restored. We are going to fix the rust, paint it, and then finish the interior. The interior parts are there, are here. We're going to clean them, repair any damage, and we're going to bring it in a condition like the MK4 Supra. It's going to be perfect, and the whole team can go on rides because the suspension is like a magic carpet. Okay, you can shut it down. Yeah.
Lower it down first.
Yeah, lower it down first. Go down, baby. Go down.
This is a fun car.
Yeah, it's a fun car, as Panos says. Okay. We also have a BMW. We have two RX8s. We have another two Rx7 FCs, which are in the condition that need the full restoration. One is painted, the other is not. You will see these in the future in the channel. But also, we would like, as I told earlier, to show you the old stuff we did. So, please, we are glad to have met you. Write your comment down if you like what you saw. Excuse me for the pronunciation, it's a Greek one, I know, but it's I'm getting better at it because I haven't talked English for so long, for many years. I can speak with a better pronunciation. I can speak with a UK pronunciation, my friend.
A nicer accent.
It's tea time, sitting comfortably in our garage. So, Resurrection Garage, that's us. That's our cars. Support us, please. We really need to hear from you. Please write down in the comments if you liked what you saw. If you want something special to ask for the cars, we can make
any suggestions.
Any suggestions. The quality of the video, I think it was okay. That's the quality we use here. Of course, we had some dark scenes back there, but we will fix this. Usually we have somewhere we have this light, but we didn't have it with us today. It's our first international video, and we are a little anxious. But I think it was okay. So, we are waiting to hear from you, international viewers. Tell us, where are you from? We want to hear, where are you from? Write down in the comments. I'm from the States, I'm from UK, I'm from Ireland, I'm from Australia, Japan, France, with your friend's car here, weird stuff.
We'd like to hear from all over the world.
Yeah, we want to hear about you, and please tell us what you want to see in this channel. We will release such videos with showing our cars and answering your questions, and answering specific questions about the cars. For example, somebody from you might ask, what exactly have you installed in the engine bay of the Supra? Injectors, coils, whatever you have, ECU, anything. We can talk about it, exhaust
whatever we may be using.
Yeah, whatever we're using, or how we did something. We can tell about it, we can tell you about it. We are very open in this channel, we don't close anything in here.
How we solve any problem.
We explain how we solve every problem. So please write to us, like the video, subscribe if you want to. As I told you, every 1 week or 10 days we will release a new video with answering your questions. But in the meantime, we will create a playlist with our old videos, AI translated to English. Of course, they will have subtitles for all the languages in the world. So if you can understand English, you can see it in all the languages in the world. In the future, if there is enough people from a specific country, we can make AI translation to this language. French, German, Japanese, Chinese, I don't know. We will see. For now, we thank you. We ask for your support, and really we want to hear about you. So that's Regaras, Panos, from Panos and us, and Kyriakos behind the camera. Thank you guys. Bye bye.